Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me today. Thank you very much for inviting me. I appreciate it. My name is Joe Nittolli. I'm the branch manager for a company called First Nations Reverse Mortgage. We're in Parsippany. We have 2 other locations in Maryland and California, and together we roll up to a company called Huron Valley Financial. I've been doing reverse mortgages since 2005. And this program has changed so much in the 12, 13 years that I've been doing it that I don't recognize the way it is now from when I first started. I will say this about the program. The reverse mortgage program is in greater demand now than I have ever seen before. The only issue with it is the government uses a lot of their money to offer this program, and they keep cutting the benefits. So we have a situation where more and more people need this product, and the government is decreasing the benefits of the program. That's how I know this program's good, because the government keeps cutting the benefits. If they didn't care about it, they'd leave it alone. Our seniors right now, they need this program. They need folks like us to get out there and tell them that this exists to help them. Corinne also works with me. Corinne House is one of our wholesale account reps, and she can verify for us too that we speak to people every day that are on the verge of losing their home, filing for bankruptcy, they can't pay their medical bills, they're in trouble. And why shouldn't they be? For the last 15 years, what have seniors gotten on their savings account at the bank, right? What do we get? 0? So the seniors have spent their asset down their savings account, and then when it's gone, they come to us because they need to borrow money. If they don't get the loan with us, the next step is they sell their home, or it goes into foreclosure. We can stop that. We can stop that. Everybody here can stop a senior from being foreclosed on with a reverse mortgage. So what do? Let's look at an example. We just talked to a client last week whose house was worth $350,000 in Mount Olive. When we got there, we were able to give her 50% loan to value. That amount we gave her was enough to pay off her existing mortgage to Wells Fargo. Now she has no more monthly payments, right? So a reverse mortgage takes a mandatory payment to a lender on a mortgage and makes it optional, right? So we take a mandatory payment, make it an optional payment. By making it optional, the senior can never get into trouble for missing a payment and getting foreclosed on. So a reverse mortgage is the safest way for a senior to borrow money because there's no foreclosure risk, because there's no payment due. That's our client. Find a senior that has a house with a mortgage, and we need to get to them. We need to take the money out of the risky traditional mortgage that carries a foreclosure risk. We need to put it in the FHA reverse mortgage that has no foreclosure risk for missing a payment because there's no payment due. Okay, there's one other special thing about a reverse mortgage. If anyone gets a reverse mortgage and sets it up in a line of credit only, just like a home equity line of credit, you do a reverse line of credit, the line of credit will grow at 6% a year. So if you have $200,000 in that line of credit, you're gonna have $12,000 more dollars in that line the following year, and it will keep compounding year over year over year. Okay? It gives the seniors more options, more flexibility, more protection. The only problem I have is when we go out there, reverses are notoriously hated. And what I get from my clients is, we don't want to do a reverse, we heard they're bad. Okay, well what's bad about it? I don't know. My friend told me they're bad, stay away from it. It's the clients that get past that and earn the knowledge, and they come in and they meet with us and they say, teach me about this reverse mortgage. And that's what we do. We don't sell them, we don't hard sell them. We're very delicate, we're gentle with the senior, we understand who our client is, and we work with them to give them the option so they can make the best decision. I love when the family comes in. Please bring your kids, bring your relatives. The account that we saw last week, there were probably 6 people around the table with mom or grandma, and she was 81 years old. If we didn't get there to help her she would have been foreclosed on by Wells Fargo. And the only reason we got there is one of my friends from Wells Fargo referred me to her. So if anything, I just plead with any time I get this opportunity, I plead with everybody, please let them know that a reverse isn't bad. Is it for everybody? Of course not. But it's for most of them, and we just need to get the word out just to come earn the knowledge. And that's where I want to help Jim to do that for his firm. I am your resource. Email me if you have any scenarios, you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Okay, any questions? Yes.
What's the highest LTV typically, and can they do equity out as well to live off that?
Yes. Okay, so our question was, what's the highest LTV and can you get equity to live on? The answer is, it depends. Okay, use a 50% LTV right now as a rule of thumb. If you're younger, then if you're on the lower end, like 62, you're going to get a little bit less than 50%. If you're on the higher end, 78, 80, you're going to get a little bit more. Okay? Can you take money out and use it up to live? Yes. It all depends on how big the mortgages we're paying off. Okay? Some creative things I've done with a reverse mortgage. I had a friend that needed a down payment on a house but didn't have a down payment. I reversed his parents. His parents gave him a $300,000 gift in the reverse mortgage. He bought a $1.2 million house in Mountain Lakes. He paid the parents back in the reverse in full, and he was able to move into his home. Okay, another thing that's unique about a reverse is you can use it to buy a home, a reverse to purchase a home. The way that works is borrower, say, downsizes their home, moves into a condo or a smaller home. I give you half the value. The borrower brings half the purchase price. Borrower moves in. No mortgage payments. Okay? A much safer way to borrow money than a traditional mortgage. Why? Because there's no payment due. If you want to make a payment, can you make it? Yes. You can pay it just like a regular mortgage, but at least the choice is yours. It's not the bank saying you got to pay me back or we're going to foreclose. Yes.
Could you please explain what the minimum actual payments are, though, that need to be done every year?
Okay, the minimum payments to us, the lender.
No, that the borrower has to.
Yeah, I understand the question.
Yep.
I just want to be clear. The minimum to us holding the loan is zero. You have to pay the town, because if you don't pay the town their real estate taxes, then they have a problem with you, and they'll put a tax lien on your house, right?
Yep.
You also have to pay your homeowner's insurance, so the collateral is protected. Okay, those two things.
Yep.
Good question. Any other questions? No? Okay. Thanks so much, Jim. Again, thanks for having me today, and I appreciate you having me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.